Yes.
Hello, my name is Polly McAllister, and I am the Chief Investigator for the Board of Police Commissioners. In this video, my team and I will provide some important information about filing complaints. We hope the information is educational to help the public know more about the Board of Police Commissioners, the work of the Board's Office of the Chief Investigator, how to file complaints, and what to expect during and after the investigation.
The Office of the Chief Investigator investigates complaints from citizens of the City of Detroit and those visiting regarding police misconduct. Areas of concern that we investigate are demeanor, procedure, service, property, harassment, search, force, arrest, and entry. If we receive a complaint that is criminal in nature, that complaint will be forwarded to the Internal Affairs Division of the Police Department or their Force Investigation Team.
I'm Investigator Hannah Hiller, assigned to the Office of the Chief Investigator. We'll be talking about filing a complaint with the Office of the Chief Investigator. If you have a concern regarding your interaction with any Detroit Police Department employee, you may file a citizen complaint. You may file a complaint via letter to 900 Merrill Plaisance in Detroit, Michigan, 48203, or by telephone at 313-596-2499. You may also file online via the City of Detroit website under the Board of Police Commissioners, and also in person through any entity of the Police Department or the Office of the Chief Investigator at 900 Merrill Plaisance. If you decide to speak with someone at the precinct, you will be referred to a supervisory officer. The supervisor will take the complaint detailing your allegations.
My name is Senior Investigator Adela Rivera, and I'm going to tell you the things that should be included in your complaint. Of course, of the utmost importance is the time and location of the incident. Also, any identifying facts that you can remember, such as the officer's name, which will be printed on his uniform. His badge number is very important, and also any identifying things you can remember, such as the number of the police car, the race or sex of the officer, and any identifying marks such as the officer's eye color or any tattoos that he may have had.
Hello, my name is Gianna Coulter. I am an investigator within the Office of the Chief Investigator. Today I'm going to talk with you about how we investigate citizen complaints. Once a citizen complaint comes in, it's assigned to an investigator within our team. The investigator is responsible for contacting the citizen who's filed the complaint and clarifying or verifying what their allegations are. And that's probably the most important part. Connecting with the complainant, making sure that we understand exactly what their concerns are with the Detroit Police Department, and then finding a way, or the appropriate way, to go about investigating them. The first step after speaking with a complainant is then verifying that we have the identity of the accused officers, any witness officers, any other officers that may have been present at the scene, as well as also determining if there are any civilian witnesses to the incident. Some of the resources and tools that we use to identify officers, for example, if they're not already known, we have written reports, daily details that list what officers were working in what area. We have detailed activity log that further confirms what officers were working in that area, as well as electronic evidence. The prevalence of available electronic evidence is without price. It is extremely meaningful to any investigation, whether it is independent electronic evidence, video from a business or venue where the incident may have occurred, or from the citizen themselves. Most citizens have a cell phone, and in many instances when they come in contact with the police, whether intentional or not, they somehow have documentation or recording of the incident, and we accept that electronic evidence as well. Additionally, of course, we rely on body-worn camera footage and scout car footage. And that footage, in many instances, allows us to see the entire incident from beginning to end where our citizen has had contact. And there are some instances where we don't even have to interview the officers. But those interviews are often important because even with the prevalence or the availability of video, sometimes there are things related to the allegations that the complainant has filed that the video doesn't answer. So one thing that we always have access to is the ability to serve our officers and have them come in for Garrity interviews. And that includes the officers that are accused as well as any other sworn members that may have been present at the time.
I'm Investigator Daniel Calloway, and I am one of the investigators for the Office of the Chief Investigator and the Board of Police Commissioners. The findings of an investigation are the dispositions of a citizen complaint after an investigation. The findings may include a sustained finding, which is a preponderance of evidence that showed that the alleged conduct did occur and that the actions of the officer violated the law, DPD policy, procedure, or training. An inconclusive finding is where there were insufficient facts to decide whether the alleged misconduct occurred. An exonerated finding is a preponderance of evidence that showed that the alleged conduct did occur, but it did not violate the law, DPD policy, procedure, or training. An unfounded finding is where the investigation revealed no facts to support that the incident complained of actually occurred.
I'm Senior Investigator Moses with the Office of the Chief Investigator. Just here to talk to you briefly about how you will be notified of the outcome of your investigation. As mentioned in our brochure, you'll receive information periodically regarding the status of your complaint until the investigation is completed. We do have 90 days to conduct an investigation. The findings are then reviewed and approved by the Board of Police Commissioners, and after approval, OCI will notify you in writing of the investigative findings. So in short, you will be notified in writing of the findings of your investigation.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you have learned information that makes it easier to understand how to file complaints and the investigative process used by the board through the Office of the Chief Investigator. Remember, the board meets every week on Thursday, and you are all welcome.